In this video, I'm drilling with George, drilling and rolling. Hussein is teaching this class, and it's a crucifix entry. And there are many options once you get to the crucifix. I am not a big user of this position. I mean, there's so many ways to skin the cat in jiu-jitsu. And this is not my preferred way. But after drilling it today, I realized I want to add it to my toolkit. So here we're still trying to work the entry into it. You want to know what the entry is and then how to hold the position. What's the control? So there's a lot of control here if you can pull somebody's arm back. It takes their arm out of the equation. And I know because Shahan just did this to me in a roll, and I remember really feeling despair for a second. It's like, where do I go from here? My arm is trapped. My neck is wide open. So a great position if you could get to it. Also, it gets you behind your partner's strengths. So it's kind of like a back mount, but even worse because you're behind both arms, pulling back on both arms. It's very difficult to get out of if somebody has good control like this. I did remember one black belt specifically that I used to train with that had an amazing crucifix. It was like that was all he looked for. So it just becomes a matter of what your focus is. So we drilled this for a long time. In the beginning, I didn't include all the footage, but in the beginning, when we first started trying it, we were doing it very easily. And now for some reason, he's flipping me over and it just doesn't feel right. Again, there's always two ways to go with any move. But as you can see, Hussein's going to come over and teach us the proper way. And he's really great at conveying information. And that becomes more important at the high levels because you're kind of obligated to share what you've learned, what you've organized, what you've cultivated. So this is I think the problem was we were looking at it as more of a back crucifix when he's seeing it as a mounted crucifix. You know, many times when we're trying to learn something, we think we're doing what we're seeing. We're trying actively to do exactly to imitate what we're seeing, but our body isn't listening. And this comes with athletic coordination. So it's good to have good athletic coordination, even though you don't need it, but you do need it. It will help you understand how to use just enough strength instead of blindly going at everything 100%. So there, as you can see, I went from back mount crucifix to the rolling to the top. There's also a neck compression submission from there as well. The top of mounted crucifix. So yeah, I'm going to look to play with those positions more in the future. And now Georgie and I are going to do one more of many rolls since he started as a white belt, which has been, I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least over 2 years ago now, though it seems like yesterday. So George and I are guilty of talking too much when we roll. because half the time we're joking around and the other half of the time he's actually asking me a real question. Again, it's not healthy to do that, but with certain partners, it is what it is. There's guys that we don't say a word when I train with them. I'm kind of a reflection of what I get, both in personality and from their jiu-jitsu. So here he's looking to pin my leg and my arm, but that leaves my other leg open to counter him. Now I'm looking to pull his leg across the middle, and I have his foot trapped so he can't get away. Without that foot, I have very little control over him, unless I have collars, grip, or something like that. But usually when people step in, you could always grab their ankle. Now, ideally, I'm starting to get more what I want, which is ankle control, sleeve control. I'm looking to get my foot on the inside of his sleeve. See now, if he comes this way, I have a sweep, I have a kimura. If he goes the other way, I'm looking for the butterfly sweep to his right, my left. As you can see, I'm holding one arm off with my foot. I don't have to have that sleeve grip to complete the spider guard. I just keep my foot on his bicep, and I've done it to a point now where my sensitivity is such where it's hard to get it off. In the beginning, people will peel your foot right off, but over time, I know exactly where to put the pressure. So now I have 2 butterfly hooks and the foot control. Really what I'm doing is I'm just fending George off. George is coming off an injury. He missed over a month of training. I think it was something with his foot, his knee. I don't know. I can't keep track of everyone's injuries. But when someone's coming off an injury, what I'll do is I'll just play more defensive. I don't want to force him into anything. I don't want to force him into anything no matter what, but I especially want to avoid that, be vigilant of that, because he's coming off an injury. So here I got the half guard butterfly. I made space just there. I'm looking to control one of his arms and kick him over with my right hook. I could also kick his leg out with my left. So I could bring my left knee up, kick out his right knee, and sweep with my right leg under his left leg. So it's a 50-50 attack on both sides of his body. Or I could just kick it over with one foot, which is more sneaky. But I have to make sure I have great control over his right arm so he can't base out. So here he's looking to control my legs, but what he's doing wrong is he's not combining his pressure with his control. So he'll grab my legs with nothing behind it, which makes it easy to kick off. If you can, you always want to try to put weight in your grips when you're passing. Because that weight, it makes that grip hard to break. Because it has your weight behind it. If I just reach out and grab someone's collar with nothing behind it, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's relatively easy for them to break that grip. But if I pin down your leg and all my weight's behind that grip, it's going to be hard. Or if I have your lapel and I have my fist in your chest, that's a hard grip to break. And that's why top position is definitely the advantage, especially in no-gi. In gi, there's a lot more guard work that's available, pulling guard work. So there I was able to sweep George with the butterfly sweep, come right up to knee on belly. This is where I like to be. He let me get the cross face with my left arm. Big mistake on his part. He should have used both of his arms to stop my left arm from cross facing. So there I smothered him, but not too much. I relented. I didn't want to be that guy. So here he's trying to turn into me, which is what he should do. But I have a canto choke from here that I'm not using because I'm thinking about the Darce, which isn't as efficient in this position. But I felt like that's what he was giving me. That ends the round. More to come with George. A podcast to come with George now that he's on 9 episodes. When he hits his 10th episode, he's getting a podcast. And you'll hear all about his journey. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe.